Should we continue to support Ukraine against Russia, or leave Ukraine to fight alone? Should we continue to implement the European Green Deal, or abandon it completely? Should we seal our borders, or pursue a policy of openness? And looming over all of these, a question that could redefine our continent. Should we deepen our union or dismantle it piece by piece? These monumental decisions will be made by the European Union, a unique group of 27 diverse nations united in their pursuit of shared prosperity and peace. But the outcome of these decisions depend on you, based on whom you choose to vote for from June the 6th to June the 9th. And this leads us to our very first reason why you must vote, as it will determine how we manage global challenges. China has 1.4 billion people. The US has 340 million. Germany, the EU's largest member state, has 84 million. China boasts a GDP of $18 trillion, the US 25 trillion, and Germany, the EU economic frontrunner, 4 trillion. Do you notice a trend here? Well, we definitely do. Not even Germany can match the might of global superpowers alone. But what if it doesn't have to stand alone? Enter the European Union. With almost 450 million people and a combined GDP of almost $17 trillion, the EU rivals the world's largest economies, boasting a population larger than the US and a GDP that closely trails China's. What this illustrates is simple. Some challenges, like those you're now seeing on the screen, can only be effectively managed at the EU level to have any real global impact. Consider defense. Russia's defense spending is 5 times that of Germany when adjusted for purchasing power. Now, can Europeans hope to defend themselves if not unified? Well, the EU political groups have very different opinions about this. Some want to bolster defense and help Ukraine. Others don't. And your vote will decide which road the EU will take. Or consider climate change. Scientists warn that we are still not on track to meet the Paris Climate Agreement goals of limiting global warming to 1.5 degrees Celsius. Should the EU intensify its efforts? Has enough already been done? Or is it time to scale back some of the EU's climate programs? Again, your vote will decide which direction the EU takes. And apart from addressing global challenges, the EU profoundly impacts your everyday life in ways that truly matter. You can travel across borders freely without the hassle of long immigration queues. There's the shared currency, the euro, eliminating the need to juggle exchange rates when you go on holiday. You have the freedom to work in any EU country you choose, opening up diverse career opportunities without bureaucratic red tape. Plus, you can call home or browse the internet without incurring those outrageous roaming charges, thanks to EU-wide regulations. And if you're a student, the Erasmus Plus program offers you the opportunity to study at over 5,000 higher education institutions across Europe, opening doors to new cultures and ideas. Even I have taken full advantage of studying abroad. The EU also safeguards your rights as an employee, advocating for fair work hours, anti-discrimination practices, and adequate parental leave. Don't like your job? In the EU, you can ditch it and move to another country to work with no work permits required. Perfect for making a fresh start. And for shoppers, if you're not satisfied with your online purchase, EU consumer protection laws ensure you can return it within 14 days. And the list goes on, and there's a lot more to come in the future, depending on who you vote into power. For example, do you want more social perks? Then maybe the S&D or the left have some ideas that you might like. Looking for a greener environment? The Greens might be right up your alley. Prefer less regulation for your business? Then check out the EPP or Renew Europe. Or are you worried about migration? Then the ECR or IND might resonate with your views. Obviously, it's more complex than this, and at the end of this video, we'll show where you can get more detailed information about these parties. And this brings us to our third reason you should vote: standing up for democracy.
Je weet, ik ben geboren in een jaar dat de wereld in brand stond. Zoiets bepaalt voor een groot deel je leven. Gelukkig ben jij geboren in een tijd van vrede en welvaart.
Pořád si uvědomovat, že ta svoboda a demokracie tady nebyla vždycky. A že o ní můžeme strašně rychle přijít.
Bisogna lottarla per ottenerla. Bisogna sempre stare vigili e lottare.
Si je peux laisser un message avant de partir, vivez la démocratie. Entendez-vous les uns les autres.
Passt gut auf die Demokratie auf, wenn ich nicht mehr bin.
Je to na mě a je to na nás, na naší generaci. V Evropě.
Simply put, countless ancestors have fought and died for our democratic rights, which are now in jeopardy. Alarmingly, only 57% of Europeans believe that their country operates democratically. This perception drops to as low as 31% in places like Hungary. Today, our democracy faces threats from rising authoritarian figures across the continent. In this critical moment, your participation is vital to demonstrate to the world that Europe remains a vibrant and substantial democracy, the second largest globally. So check the dates for your country on the screen and save it into your calendar now. By casting your ballot, you actively participate in shaping the Europe you want to live in. If you're unsure about who to vote for, we're here to help. We've created a series of 7 videos, each one dedicated to explaining what the different EU parties stand for. And if you're looking for a quicker summary, subscribe to our channel to be notified when we release our ultimate election guide, 10 days before the election. Thank you so much to our contributors. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below. Your feedback is invaluable. And if you want to support us even further, please consider signing up to our Patreon. Every bit of support helps us bring more insightful content directly to you. Thank you very much for watching. Now go vote.